But I have worked out a plan to get you all really drunk by the end of this, which is I'm going to have as many toasts as possible in the meantime. And speaking of which, I would like to have our first toast of my speech, at least. To all of you who are here tonight, just thanks for coming, and it wouldn't be so brilliant a night without you. So. Actually, yeah, I wouldn't drink too fast for you. There's a couple of these. I want to save a couple of drinks for the last toast. And speaking of toast, I'd also like us to raise our glasses to the parents of the bride and grooms, Mary and Phil, Helen and Alan, as well as the lovely bridesmaids, Kate, sarcastic. Thanks, Michael. Kat and Andrea, and last but certainly not least, Andrea, for the work they put into organise this event and make it such a success. Hold on, I didn't forget about now, did I?
You did well.
No, I didn't forget about no. To everyone who organised this, thank you.
Yay.
No, I should actually probably get my speech started at some point. Andrea, first of all, I'd like to say that I think I speak for everyone, particularly Michael, when I say that you look absolutely beautiful tonight. Do I want to speak for everyone?
Woo! Yeah!
And Michael, you look well. Alright. But aren't they such a great couple together? I mean, really, for these two to have met so young and find love at such a young age is absolutely phenomenal. And Michael, you are a really lucky guy. You're probably about this lucky. And Andrea, you're probably about this lucky. Yeah, these two met at a very young age. As Michael may have touched upon, they met at a pub, which is called the Black Bull, which is not actually an animal, so you know. In fact, they were so young, I'm not quite sure it was legal for them to be there. Fate certainly smiled upon them that day, as opposed to, say, a policeman. And it's at this point, I'd like to make my third toast, which is the people that made this wonderful relationship possible, which is to Eleanor Jones, for blatantly saying that Michael should ask Andrea out. And secondly, to Finley Langlands, who somehow convinced Michael to come out that night, possibly by suggesting that there was alcohol involved. Everyone, please raise your glasses to the machinations of fate. Now, I'm supposed to tell a story or two about what makes these two work together, what makes their dynamic so fantastic. But I don't think I need to. I mean, look at them. Look how they talk to each other, how they act around each other. I mean, it's obvious that these two are meant to be man and wife. But then again, I do know a couple of stories. So I'll get into my story points. Now, once upon a time, which possibly might have been 6 months ago, I visited Michael in his house at St Andrews. He invited me in, we sat on the sofa, and Andrew was in the kitchen doing dishes. After exchanging a few pleasantries, I turned to Michael and I said, "Michael, why is Andrea doing your dishes?" To which you might expect a reply like, "I cooked her a meal and she's just washing up after it." But no, the actual story is far more ridiculous than that. Michael knows this story. So Michael began his story. "There was a chocolate bar involved," he says, with a wry grin spreading across his face, "which I may or may not have eaten half of." That's my Michael voice, by the way. "And this chocolate bar, it belongs to you." Well, that's me. "And this chocolate bar belonged to you?" I asked with that look of curiosity. "Nay," he replied. "This chocolate bar belonged to Andrea. She then offered that in return for me not eating the remainder of the chocolate bar, which I totally would have done."